So welcome to this video, and in this video I'm going to be looking at the built-in sat-nav on the Fiat Ducato 2024 model Series 9. So if you ever wonder how that works and where all the settings are and options, then this video is for you. So this is the main screen, and obviously you can use your finger, make it bigger, larger, you can recenter it. You can search for destinations up here. Just if you've got one previous destination, it will just go straight in there. If you've put a destination in there, it'll give you some options, different directions. That button there will allow you to mute.
You will arrive at your destination at 12:04.
So if you want to listen to the radio and you know where you're going, you can mute it, or you can just end the route there. Right, so if you've planned a route, you've got something called trips, and if you've planned a route and you want to store it for later, you've got a thing called trips. And you tap somewhere on the route and this pop-up menu comes up, and in there the 4 dots allows you to either add a stop to the route, so you might want to stop for petrol or a break or something like that, but you've also got manage route, and in there you can add to trips. So you add that to the trips and it will store it as a route, and obviously you can give it a name, so whatever. So I can never do the alphabetical keyboards. Go OK, and then it will then appear in your list of trips. So if we just cancel this route, cancel navigation.
Would you like to cancel your current route?
Yes.
Cancelling route.
So now if we go into the main screen and tap the menu there, you've now got trips in there, and any trips that you've stored will be there, and just a case then of tapping on that, accepting the configuration, and it will plan that route. So you can plan routes in advance with this. Probably ought to mention that you can use this with the TomTom navigation app on your phone, which is for €4.67 a month, unless I'm missing something. I don't think there's a free version, but that does allow you to plan things on your phone and then send it to the sat-nav, and it also allows you to various other things as well. You can send a destination to the sat-nav. So on the search screen on the sat-nav you can enter the address, just type it in. You've got the option to search the whole map, but there are other options as well. So you could search in a town or a city. So if we searched in Peterborough, yeah, P-E. So if you wanted to then search for the cathedral, T, where's T? Peterborough Cathedral, you can find it that way. Yeah, that's good. I'll go back there, back again. Other options you've got in there is along the route, if you've already got a route near the destination, or you can put in latitude and longitude, and it gives you some examples there. So for instance, if you wanted to enter a latitude longitude.
Yeah, so you're starting with latitude.
Yeah.
52.
Yeah.
Point.
Minus. Yeah.
0.
Yeah. Point. Yeah.
142.
And it takes you to an unnamed road on Station Road in Ashwell.
So that's right, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, that's off Station Road. So that is the Caravan Club site. Yeah. Okay.
I think it is it?
Well, I think so. If I zoom in a bit, yeah, it's on Ashwell Street. Yeah.
That's right then. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll tell you exactly
right.
where you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's off the Caravan and Motorhome Club directions that give you the latitude and longitude. So another way you can navigate to where you're going is if you know where it is on the map, you can zoom the map out by pinching it together. There we go. Okay, all right, we're going to be upside down then. And we can move to roughly where we're going. Ashwell. If you know where you're heading, you can do it this way. There, isn't it? That's it. And then you can then go drive, and then it does your vehicle measurements and go okay, and then off you go. And once you've planned your route, you can then go into the options here, and then you can add stops up here. So you've got parking. So if you wanted to park somewhere or you wanted to get fuel, tap that. And I'd probably, these are fuel stations on the way. So Sainsbury's, Biggleswade, there's BP. It's that one, I think. Yeah, there we go. And then you can add that as a stop. You can fill up with fuel at Sainsbury's there. Yeah. Similarly, you've got places to stop. You might want to stop for something to eat. Off. And if you come out of that menu, it offers you to stop somewhere there. The Bell Inn at Stilton.
Yeah, quite nice there.
Yeah. Okay. So then you've got a fuel stop and somewhere to eat. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
On the options menu, you've got several options, unsurprisingly. You've got the route overview, which tells you the way you're going with any stops. You could find an alternative, so it offers you some alternatives. And you've got turn-by-turn instructions, so you can check your route. You can avoid road types, so if you don't want to do motorways, you can turn the motorways off. Got it set on unpaved roads at the moment, so that's good. Oh, go back. You can avoid part of the route. If you don't like a particular part of a route, you can click on that to avoid it. So if we don't want to avoid the Fletton Parkway, for instance, and you go avoid, it will take you another way. 2 minutes slower. You can change the route type. We're currently on the fastest, so you can change it to the shortest. You can change, yeah, you can reorder the stops. What was the other one that you just spotted? Avoid block road. Yeah, okay. That one there, avoid block road. So if you find on your route that there are some block roads, you can then avoid them. It's found no block roads on this route, so I can't avoid it.
It's a bit reassuring, isn't it?
Yeah.
A number of times we've arrived or we've been on a journey and suddenly it says road closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite handy. Okay. So, worth having a look at the options there. Incidentally, to get into the navigation options menu, press that again, or press the recenter, I think it is, and then you've got the options button comes up there. And if you go down to settings, the various settings in here, that chooses what you want to display, arrival time, remaining distance, or both. Show arrival information for either the next stop or the arrival. The sidebar, you can choose how large you want that to be, or you can hide it altogether. You can show how much your vehicle, or the range left on your tank is, which is quite interesting. And then you've got points of interest there. You can display various types of points of interest on the screen as well. So you can, for instance, shopping centres, cash dispensers, We've got petrol stations and parking shown on there, but you could add hotels, motels, whatever, or car dealers or tourist attractions might be quite interesting to add. So it'll give you points of interest on there, or you can choose what you want to display on your route. Toll zones is indicated on here. Petrol stations, ferries and shuttle routes. Yeah. So that's what's in the vehicle range and the points of interest. Back a little bit. You've got the map view, which shows what sort of map view you've got. We've got it set on 3D. You can have 2D or 2D with north pointing upwards. And you've got auto map zoom, so it will zoom in at instructions or zoom in on depending on road types and what that does, or no auto zoom. The routing is to choose what type of route you prefer to use. You've got fastest route set or shortest route set. You can choose what to avoid, different types of things to avoid, tunnels for instance if you don't like tunnels. Reroute to faster route when available, and it will do that automatically or manually, or never do it. And that's where you enter your vehicle measurements. Go into options, settings, and routing. It's got vehicle measurements in here. So you can put your vehicle dimensions in there. So it seems to have forgotten our vehicle dimensions. So I'm just going to, for quickness sake, I'm going to make it 8 meters and see the point there, where's the point? I should just do it 2.43 meters, and we're 295 tall, I think. We are 4,500 kilograms, and that's axle load, so each axle has a maximum load. The rear axles have I think they're actually 2,700. I think there's something like that. I'm going from memory here. And a maximum speed, if you're limited to maximum speed, if we're towing we're limited to 60, but on motorways maximum speed is 70. I think it lost those settings when I updated the maps. I'm going to end the route and I'll put another route in there. Yes. And so let's search for somewhere else. Let's search for, let's go up the road, let's go to Grapham. Is that the one we want? Yes, we'll go drive. And then it will ask you to confirm the vehicle measurements, which is important if your vehicle is long and wide, and there are weight restrictions on there, so confirm configuration. And there you are. Over here we've got sounds and alerts, so it's going to read all of those. Arrival time, early instructions, road numbers, road signs, street names, foreign street names. That's actually unticked, I don't know why. Warn you about cameras, you can choose to have that ticked or not. Safety warnings, warn you when you're speeding, or if the reachable range is too low. And it tells you the type of alert. You can have visual, sound and verbal, visual and sound, or just visual. So you can turn off the noises in there. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying if you've got 2 sat navs on. And under other, it's just privacy options. Record trip history. If you're sharing a vehicle, I guess you might want to turn that off. Or predict frequent destinations. If it knows if you're going to work all the time, it will know your frequent destinations, presumably. So that's all the settings in the sat-nav. The other thing I want to mention is under sounds and alerts is we've got all these warnings ticked. We've got cameras, safety warnings when speeding, range low. What we haven't got on there is traffic, of course. There is an option, I think if you buy the traffic camera option, is that it will warn you when you've got traffic jams ahead, when the reachable, well, that's the reachable range, we've got that, but we haven't got a traffic jam warning because we haven't got traffic on here. So there's no traffic warnings.
Right.
Well, I hope you found that interesting, and if you did, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notifications icon, and you get an update and we'll release another video.
You will arrive at your destination at 14:27.
We'll see you soon. Bye then.